Hello and welcome to my live stream. My name is Anastasia. I am nail technician and nail educator. On my channel, I share nail tutorials, tips and tricks for nail technician, and in this stream, I will give you 5 tips how to promote your services or new designs to your client. The reason I decided to make this live stream is that I received many questions from you asking how to promote nail enhancements, how to promote new polydip system, how to promote extensions or some specific designs. And I know that it's a problem sometimes as clients. They're mostly conservative. Once they are used to some technique or some color or some design, they don't feel like changing it. But there are actually few ways that you can do which will help you to promote your services. So let me know, guys, if you ever had this kind of trouble. Are you maybe currently struggling with that, and what would you like to promote to your clients? And I will start sharing my tricks. So the first one is pretty simple, and I bet you all know that, but for some reason not everybody is using it. So it's do your own nails. Not just do them, do exactly the design or the length or the shape or the product that you want to promote. So I've seen many nail technicians who are like, I want to promote rhinestones and long nails to my clients, but herself, she's wearing really short natural nails with no color. And let me explain how it works to your clients. Okay, she comes to your salon and you're like, well, we have a new system here, let's try it, let's do some chrome powders. And she takes a look on your nails and she's like, well, she is not doing that to herself, but she's asking me to do that. There must be something wrong, as she's the professional and she's not doing it for herself. That's why it's probably not as good. This is how it usually works. Also, clients, unlike us, they cannot really imagine in their head when you tell them, okay, let's do chrome nails with a pink, once they actually see it. So this is how I promoted pipe shape, which is the shape which looks like an oval when you look it from the front view, and kind of like square or ballerina when you look from the side view. And when my clients saw it on my nails, they were like, that looks so amazing, and I can see that you actually can work and live with them. And about 50% of them asked for the same design. I mean, that's how it works. They need to see it and to understand how it looks in the real life. Oh, hi Camila. And so that's the first thing I suggest you to do at all times. So once I really needed to promote pink and white because I was getting ready for my competitions, so I made a simple pink and white on my nails, and guess what? 80% of my clients, they were doing pink and white. Then I went to a class when I studied 3D acrylic design, and once again, I always did it like I was changing it every week because I was practicing on myself as well. And my clients saw it and they were like, well, I want to do it also. So give it a shot. It's not as hard. You will have an opportunity to practice on yourself too, but just it looks really weird when you try to promote something but not actually doing it on yourself. Like, just show them that you love this technology as well. It's cool and it looks great. Hello, Miami, Florida. And tip number 2 is that you need to actually promote your service. Sometimes nail technicians, for some reason, expect that the clients will ask them for something new. But, you know, clients are regular people. They're not nail geeks like us. They're not following all nail trends. They're not, checking Instagrams for new nail arts. So it's your job to suggest them something new, something that will be good for their nails. So use text messages. You probably have your page on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, so use that. Also, you can make some paper stand on your desk, so once they come to you, they will immediately see this ad and will ask like, what is that? Like, I've never heard of this system, let's try it. So just make ads and promote it. Don't just expect that they will ask, and do it repeatedly. Like, make one ad, put the paper on the table, you know, do it multiple ways. Hello, Jennifer from France. And now let's go to the tip number 3, which is that you need to do different samples. And let me explain. For example, you want your client to do, let's say, rhinestones design, and you're like, well, this is how it looks. Focus. Well, I hope it's focusing. Okay, so you got the idea. And if that particular client, if she doesn't like gray color, she will never choose it. The thing is, the clients, they cannot transform this to another shape, to another length, to another color. And this, how it always works. Once you present some designs, if there is no color that they like, they will not choose it. And vice versa. If they see some design, they like, oh, for example, they're like, oh, I want to do like this one. And then it turns out that she just likes this green color, not the marble design itself. So for every design, for every technique, do samples in different shades. And let me give you an example here. Like this one, the marble technique. And you can see that it's all basically the same technique, but it goes in different colors. And this, how your client will choose, and she's like, no, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. This is the one, because they probably like purple color. And let me give you another example. It's not only about colors. You can also make, like, let's say simple, like hollow flakes, or chrome powders, or chameleon powders. You can make them on stiletto tips, which will give it a totally different look. You can make them on oval tips, so they can see how it will look if they have an oval shape. You can make them on short tips. And for example, this is the design I actually have on my channel as well, like a sweater design. Well, it's more for winter, but still, you see, it's all different colors, and you need to have these different samples. And as for the chrome or prism powders, you know that they look all different when you have a different background, so make different samples for them. Make them choose that you have like tons of variety. If you will have only one sample of the design with one color, they will think like that you don't really have anything to offer. So tip number 3 is do different samples, like with all your shades. Well, mostly if you want to promote rhinestones, don't just do one design with one color and one background. Okay, let me find another example. Okay, let's say this one. So just take the same design and take different shades of rhinestones and backgrounds. Oh, and also, you know, one time my client, she was like, oh, I really need to do this color. I'll just give you an example. This one. She fell in love with this color, but then I figured out that she liked the look, that it's matte on the top, not the color itself. So you can also do all your colors, well, maybe not all of them, but most of them that look good in a matte with a matte top coat. And this is how you will make them easier to choose. Tip number 4 is to create not only samples on the tips, but actually on the real hands. And the first and the best sample is on your nails, as we already mentioned. And another sample should be on your client's nails. And you need to take pictures of them, and then there are options. You can print them out and have some kind of a catalog, so they can, while they're sitting or waiting or doing the service, they can, you know, look through. Or you can simply upload them to the iPad or somewhere else, like photo frame, and they can, once again, just scroll them down and look. This is also very important, as once again, we as nail technicians, okay, let's say we see this not just as some pictures, right? we actually see it already on the nails. But our clients, they don't. They like see it like small pictures on sticks, right? You probably even saw them sometimes that they're doing like this. Like, I wonder how will that look on my nail, because it just doesn't work for them like that unless they're designers or something like that. So give them a real example, and the best one is actually works on the live hands. So make as many pictures as you can while you're working on the short nails, on the different nails. It's very important so you can show them, because sometimes, for example, one of my clients, she has really short nail bed. She never agreed to do them any longer, and she chose the design which was, I don't really remember, well, something like that, like a cupcake. And I mean, well, I explained that, I mean, you have like 2 times shorter nail bed than the tip is, so it will look a little bit different and it will be smaller. And she was like, oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, because they just see the picture and you want you to repeat it as close as possible. So whether you have more samples of different shapes, colors, designs, it will be easier for them to choose. And also you need to explain them, like it will not look exactly like you want it. It's the same like, I don't know, the hair color, right? We always like look at some picture and we're like, oh, I want to have this color exactly. But sometimes it's not possible to do that because it depends on what we have at the beginning. The same is for the nails. And tip number 5 is more like a selling tip. So you probably know that actually nobody wants to buy anything. Nobody wants to buy a product or a service, and we are not supposed to sell a product or a service. People just want the solutions to their problems, and it's the same with our clients. Well, yes, obviously, if they came to you already, they want to have pretty nails from you, but also they really want something else that will meet their needs. So that's why there's no sense to just promote a service, let's say Rhinestone Designs, to all of your clients. And you probably know, you're the one who know your clients better, that some clients won't really need it, right? If you have clients that are like everything trendy, like to dress up, like fashion, then maybe you should show them, oh, these designs, they're really trending this season, you should try them. If your client, you know that she has really thin nail bed, for example, and she's like looking for some overlay that will help you, then you can promote extensions or new dip system or something else. So it's also important to work individually and explain why would they really need this service and what they will benefit from it. Right? Not just, okay, this is so cool, let's try it. Actually, it will work for some clients, but not for all of them, right? Most of them want some solutions to their problems, and you are the one who can help them. For example, like I just gave you an example a few minutes earlier about my client when she really wanted that cupcake, and I told her, well, we need to do it twice smaller, and no way we can put the strawberry on top because there's just not enough room on your nail bed for it. And you know what? She was like, but I still feel like I want to have this cupcake on my nails someday. And guess what we did? I said, well, then we can do extensions. And not that day, but next time we did actual extensions. Before that, she was like, no, not shorter than like 1 millimeter above my my finger. And we did like medium length, well, maybe like this one, oval shape, and it looks so great on her hands. And we did that cupcake, and after that, like since then, she was doing extensions all the time. So sometimes you just need to show your clients and, you know, to find the solution. So whenever they pick something and you realize that it won't look exactly the same on their nails as it looks on the tip, it's also your job to find some solution that will make it look almost like they want it and to make them happy overall. So these were my 5 tips on promoting your services to clients, and now let me sum it up and then I will be ready to answer your questions. So the first one was do your own nails. It works all the time. Wear something you need to promote. Second is do different samples. Like if you have one design, or even if it's ombre, do it in different shapes, because clients always see like the final picture. They see the colors, they see the shades, they cannot transform, oh, okay, I want this one but with blue. Well, most of the time they need to see it in a color that they like. So do different shades, do different shapes and sizes of the tips so you can better display them. Another one is to actually promote it. Give ads, send text messages, promote it on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere you can. Put some paper stand on your desk so when they come to you, they immediately see this ad, like you have some new spa system or some new trending design or something like that. So they are more likely to ask it from you. We have a question from Felicia. Hello Spain, see so many examples, not lose the client. Great question. So yes, I'm not suggesting to like show all 100 examples at once. Never, unless you don't want to spend the whole day choosing the designs together with your client. It's always better to understand what does she want from the beginning. Usually while you're doing the service, they're talking, right? And you can understand what kind of designs they expect. And for example, she's like, I want something really, you know, romantic, maybe 2-color. Then you show her like ombre, and that's it. Not all your 100 tips, as yeah, most people will like be in trouble after that. So just show some parts. That's why I recommend to have a separate displays for different designs. And or she's like, I want something really shiny. Then you have another display of like the rhinestones. I always have struggled with photos, bad angles or not enough light. Yes, I have a video on my channel, but it's mostly describing the device I use to take a better pictures on the phone. So the best lighting for pictures is the daylight. Well, it mostly works if it's a daytime, or if you're using the table lamp, it's better to choose the bulbs with a cold white color, because they're usually using the warm light, which is more yellowish, and the pictures after that are more yellow, but it's better to use the white. And another one, it's about the posture. Like you need to put your client's hands as natural as possible, because you know, when you do pictures like this or like this, we do not usually put our hands like this, right? So try to have some relaxed or like, you know, natural pose. And I am planning to do a video about it a little bit later on my channel, and hope to give you more tips about that. And also, as summing it up, we have another tip, which is create pictures on the real hands. Like take pictures of everything you do and post them or make them in an iPad. Any advice on building new clients when working in such a cheapened industry? Yes, that's also a big question, and especially here in Russia as well, as we have many salons or just home nail techs who are charging cheaper. And my answer to that is always, you can't have all clients, right? We just physically can't have all clients in the town. And there will always be clients who are only chasing the cheap services. And let me give you a short story about that. When I was working, when I started working, I had very cheap price, and eventually I made my client base. And one time, one of my clients, she was like thanking me for the job. She was like, oh, you're doing such a great job, thank you. And then she said a phrase which almost killed me. She was like, well, I really like you to come to you because like you're so nice, you're doing great nails, and you charge very low, like you're cheap. And after that, I was like, you know, I just thought to myself, no, I don't want to have people coming to me because they like that I'm cheap, right? I want those people who actually care about the quality more. So there will always be someone who makes it cheaper. There are many like pictures of that in the web when, you know, somebody is doing something really bad and it's cheap, and there always be out there. It's just your goal to promote your service, to explain to your clients like, okay, I have professional products, I don't work with any cheap like Chinese products, I have professional equipment, I'm attending classes, I'm learning all the time. That's why like that's my price. I don't know if you guys know this Nunes Taurus, like Nunes Nails on Instagram. He recently posted a photo where he charged the client $1,000, and it was in Florida, Kissimmee, which is, as far as I know, not the most expensive city in the world, right? And so the point is, it's really like how you promote yourself and how you show that your service it's actually quality. And if a client leaves you only because they want to make it somewhere cheaper, well, it's fine. Like eventually you will build the clientele of the clients who really care about the quality. Okay, so do we have any questions? I can see there, yes, you're welcome, Bohemian Queen. I really hope it helps. Like, you know, after that situation, I really have had different thinking, and I never felt bad about raising my prices since then. So in this video I gave you 5 tips on promoting your services to your clients, and also tomorrow on Monday I will post a video how to display your nail art, so make sure you subscribe so you won't miss it. And we have a question from Casey: what colors do you recommend starting out with? Guys, I really like reading my mind or something, as this topic is also in my to shoot list, as I already have this kind of video on my Russian channel. So normally you only need 18 colors, honestly. And I know that everybody thinks you need to have 100 or 200 of colors, but 18 is enough. And I'm not sure if I can remember all of them, but it's like white, black, 2 colors of nude, pink, light blue, 2 glitters like silver and gold, purple. So, you know, you need to have variety, because the biggest mistake nail technicians are doing when they go gel polish shopping is that they're choosing the shades that they personally like. I can usually look at the display and tell like, oh, like this nail tech is big on like pinks, because there are so many pinks on it, and you need to have variety of colors. And then you can also mix them. Then you can use some pigments on top, so you can have even more shades. So you don't really have to have 100 colors, especially when you're starting it. So this video will be also coming up in probably a month. I will record and give you some tips how can you actually deal with like less colors, and it just make a variety of colors, okay? Not stick to the shade that you like, because this is a great mistake, as people really like different colors. Oh, and also you need to have at least like 2 or 3 neons. The most popular neon is usually pink, and well, like yellow or orange will also work. And also you can have dry glitters, like, you know, like red, silver, gold. They're a lot cheaper, and then you can mix them to your acrylic powders, to gel polishes. So basically you can make 100 shades out of just 10 to 18. Okay, so also I will leave a link to the nail art game. If you haven't joined it yet, you need to hurry up, as the registration will be closing. If you don't know it yet, then you I will explain it now. This is the challenge and a free class which will last 2 weeks. You will need to recreate designs after me, and if you will complete all of them before the deadline, which is September 15, you will be among the finalists and will get a chance to win an annual access to my online classes and a weekend getaway in North Carolina coast. So I will leave a link right after I finish this live stream, and make sure you join it. So also we had questions about the tips. The problem is I don't really work with tips a lot, like for like 3 or 4 years I'm not really using them, so I'm not sure I can give you a good advice on that. But when I used to work with them, I really liked entity tips because they're really like thin and flexible, and also I liked ONS, which is Odyssey Nail Systems, and yeah, that's I think the tips that I used to use. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and ask them. And oh my god, like almost half an hour ran so fast. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you on my next live stream. I will let you know where will it be on my Instagram and also on a mailing at nsicacademy.com. And thank you so much for joining, asking questions. And we have another one from Zuri Nails. Is the competition open to international applicants? Yes, absolutely. You can be from anywhere, like opened internationally. And it's also open to nail technicians who are not working with acrylic, as I received many questions about that. And then I changed the program a little bit, so every design will be shown in gel or in both acrylic and gel. So even if you're not acrylic nail tech yet, you still should give it a try. Okay, so thank you so much for your likes and watching and comments and your attention, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.